Good morning children, this video is for 20th January. This is sample paper 5, section A. As you know that it carries a 1 mark question only. Whatever sample paper I am doing, it's all board papers only. This is section A, 1 mark questions. First question, write the rationalizing factor of 1 by root 7 minus root 6. Rationalizing the denominator you have already studied. Here it is asked only rationalizing the factor only. That means when we want to rationalize the denominator, what is the term we are using for multiplying and dividing? That is root 7 plus root 6. Here already minus is there, that means opposite sign will get. That means factor only asked. So the answer is root 7 plus root 6. If x plus 1 is a factor of ax cube plus 2x square minus x plus 3a minus 7, then find the value of a. So here x plus 1 is a factor is called. Therefore what we can write, x plus 1 is a factor implies p of minus 1 equal to 0. So p of minus 1 equal to a into minus 1 cube plus 2 into minus 1 square minus of minus 1 plus 3a minus 7 equal to 0. What is minus 1 cube? Minus 1. So minus 1 into a, it is minus a. 2 into plus 1, that means 2 only. Minus into minus 1, that is plus 1. Plus 3a minus 7 equal to 0. What is 3a minus a? It is 2a. So 2 plus 1 minus 7. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 minus 7, that is minus 4 equal to 0. Or we can say 2a equal to 4. A equal to 4 by 2 equal to 2. So by using factor theorem, since it is a 1 mark question also, we cannot write the answer directly. We should show the steps. So what is the value of a? A equal to 2. Question number 3. In the figure, angle A equal to 40 degree, angle B equal to 70 degree. Find the angle of DCE, only asked. Angle A equal to 40, angle B equal to 70. But the angle asked is this only, that is angle DCE, right? So what is the solution steps? In triangle ABC, angle C is equal to 180 minus 70 plus 40. What is 70 plus 40? It is 110. So it is equal to 70 degree. Right? Then if it is 70 degree, what is angle DCE? Angle DCE is also equal to 70 degree because the vertically opposite angle. For more clear, we can write that angle ACB equal to angle DCE, which is equal to 70 degree. Fourth question, point P is on x-axis and is at a distance of 4 units from y-axis to its left. Write the coordinates of P. So in this question, we should have a rough idea of our Cartesian plane. I really drawn here that one, it is almost equal to, because one unit I have taken and drawn here for showing you. It will not be given in the question. You should have a rough idea. And exact diagram is not required because it's 1 mark question only. Now I'll read the question. Point P on x-axis. X-axis means the horizontal line. Is at a distance of 4 units from y-axis. So at a distance from 4 units from the y-axis. Y-axis is this only, and to its left. So left side directions 4 unit. That means here this direction only, and moreover the point is on the x-axis. So this is the point. So what is the coordinate of this one? Minus 4, 0. So we'll write that solution. P is minus 4 comma 0. No need of doing the exact diagram. Exact measurement is not required for this question. This type of the question, you can roughly draw the diagram, horizontal and vertical line, mark the line, and idea should be implemented and see which is the correct answer. Section B, 2 mark, rationalizing the denominator of 1 by root 2 plus root 3 plus root 5. So here what we have to do the whole steps only because it is a 2 mark question. So solution I will write. Okay, what is the question? 1 by root 2 plus root 3 plus root 5. So such type of the questions, what we should do means we should take the first two terms in a bracket. That is root 2 plus root 3 in a bracket, and the second term, the third term as the second term only for us now. So that is root 5. So rationalizing the denominator means we should multiply and divide with root 2 plus root 3. That is the first term now. It has no change. Then minus sign root 5 divided by root 2 plus root 3 minus root 5. Right? What is the next step? Numerator into numerator, we will get root 2 plus root 3 minus root 5. Now what is the denominator? Root 2 plus root 3 whole square minus root 5 square, because it is a plus b into a minus b. A is this whole term, right? Okay. Now what is the numerator? Root 2 plus root 3 minus 5. There is no change in the numerator. Now expansion I will write root 2 square plus root 3 square plus 2 into root 2 into root 3 minus root 5 square. Okay. What is the numerator? Root 2 plus root 3 plus, minus root 5 divided by root 2 square is 2. Root 3 square is 3 and minus 2 root 6, plus 2 root 6 minus 5. So 2 plus 3 is 5 and this 5 will get cancelled. So what is the answer in the numerator now? Again there is no change in the numerator, but denominator we are having 2 root 6. Again we should multiply with the root 6 only, because the rational number is root 6, so we should cancel that one. So we should multiply and divide it with the root 6. So we are multiplying with the numerator with the root 6 only. So what will get a root 12 means 2 into root 6. Root 12 plus root 18 minus root 30, 2 into root 6 into root 6. Okay. Now 4 root 3. 4 into 3 we can write as a 12 under the root only. 9 into 2 we can write for 18, and 30 can be written as 6 into 5, that is 2 into 3 into 5 only. Nothing. Okay. Divided by 2 into 6. Here also plus only 1 minus is there in the numerator. What is root 4? It is 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 minus root 30. I think there is no change. We should write a root 30 only. Now 2 into 6, that is 12. So what is our answer? 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 minus root 3 by 12. Now see the denominator. Denominator is 12. There is no irrational number. Since the three terms are there, we are combining the first two terms as a first term and the third term as a second. Now change of sign here take place because this is our second term. Here it is plus, we should multiply and divide with minus root 5 only. That means root 2 plus root 3 is the first term minus root 5. Again root 2 plus root minus root 5. Numerator will not change, root 2 plus root 3 minus 5 continuously. But here what happens, a plus b whole square form we have to write. So root 2 plus root 3 whole square minus root 5 square. Now what is the next step? Here two terms are there, so it should be written as a plus b whole square. So we'll get root 2 square plus root 3 square plus 2 root 6 minus root 5 square. What is root 2 square? 2 only. Root 3 square is 3 and 2 root 6 is the middle term minus 5. So 5 will get cancelled again. We are getting 2 root 6. The root 6 we should multiply and divide. So we are multiplying divide with root 6. So the numerator we are getting as a 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 minus root 30 by 12. Here what happens, you are getting 12, root 18 minus root 30. If possible to remove the root, we must do. So 12 can be written as 4 into 3. So root 4 we know that it is 2 only, right? And 3 we cannot find the exact root, so it is in the root only. Again 9 into 2, 9 root we know. What is the answer? 9 root 9 means 3. 2 have no root, that's root 2 minus 30 as it is same, and the denominator will have 12. And based on the question, the denominator should not have any rational number. We don't have any irrational number here. We got a rational number, which is that number. The number is 12. Sixth question, if 3x plus 2y equal to 12 and xy equal to 6, find 27x cube plus 8y cube. So here we are applying to formula, that is 3x plus 2y whole cube. See, two way we can write the formula of a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube, how we can write? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. That is in bracket we'll keep some common terms, and other than that, what is the formula? A plus b whole cube equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. So better we can use this formula only, that is the bracket form, that is the 3x plus 2y whole cube can be written as 3x whole cube plus 2y whole cube plus 3ab, that means 3 into 3x into 2y bracket 3x plus 2y. If anybody is having the doubt, I'll write the formula. A plus b whole cube equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Same formula only we have written. So what is 3x plus 2y whole cube? That is 12 cube. Now 3x whole cube equal to 27x cube plus 8y cube plus 3 into 3, 9 into 2, 18 xy bracket 3x plus 2y. Instead of 3x plus 2y, I am putting 12 only. So here 27x cube plus 8y cube plus 18 into 6 into 12. So 12 cube I can substitute here, that is 1728 only. Now we want to find out which value, 27x cube plus 80y cube only. See that one, comparing the question, this value is to be calculated. Now if we take the product of 18 into 6 into 12, it will be 1296. Therefore 1728 minus 1296 equal to 27x cube plus 8y cube. So 27x cube plus 8 cube I am keeping on the right side only. What is the simplification means? Here we will get 432. This is the answer. Since it is a 2-mark question, you have to write the whole steps. So a plus b whole cube formula we are using, which is that formula a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Now based on the question we are substituting the values, and what is to be calculated we are keeping as it is same. Right, that is to be calculated means here what it is, 27x cube plus 8y cube. So the remaining values we can substitute and we can solve. So we'll get the value for 27x cube plus 8y square as 432. In the given figure, AB equal to CD, prove that AC equal to BD. State Euclid axiom which is applicable here. Actually the chapter is deleted for the current academic year, but we can learn this question. It is easy only. AB equal to CD, and moreover I am solving the board papers, so the question is there, so I cannot eliminate that question. AB equal to CD, prove that AC equal to BD only. Now what is given in the question? AB equal to CD. Right. Now we want to get AC. For getting AC, what is to be added? BC. So I am adding AB with BC. Purpose is getting AC. Now similarly, if we add something on the left side, we should add the right side also same. So we are getting CD plus BC we are adding. So what is the result of this one? AC only. Now BC plus CD, what is the result? It is equal to BD. Now we proved this one. Since it is a 2 mark, we are not writing the steps and all. But now what is the axiom here used? Euclid axiom. What is that statement here we have used? Means equals are added. Which is the equals? BC. Right? Equals are added to equals. Which equals? AC, AB and a CD. So we'll write the Euclid axiom, which is used here, is if equals are added to equals, means previous equals, which is that one, AB equal to CD, the result are also equal. Right? AB equal to CD, for that equals we added BC on both the sides. So equals are added to equal. What is the result now? AC and BD. That is also equal here, hence proved. In the given figure, next question, angle ABD equal to angle AC. That means angle ABD equal to angle AC. Prove that AB equal to AC. Right. Now angle ABD is X, means what is angle ACE? That is also equal to X only. So I'll write here angle ABD. Let angle ABD equal to angle ACE equal to X. Now what you can say about angle ABC? It is, if it is X, means what about this angle? 180 minus X. What is the reason? Linear pair. Okay. Similarly, what is the value for angle ACE? If it is X, means this is also X only, we have taken 180 minus X. So what we got now? Angle ABC equal to angle ACE. Both are equal to 180 minus X. Still the question is not completed. We should prove what? AB equal to AC. Now tell me, what is the opposite side to angle ABC? Angle ABC is this only. So what is the opposite side? If this is the angle, what is the opposite side? AC. Similarly, ACB is the angle, then what is the opposite side? AB only. So AC equal to AB. Hence proved. So here we are having 2 mark questions only, so it is easy to do the sums. Only proof part we have to do, or any other construction is there, that must be done. So it is easy questions only. Angle ABD equal to angle ACE we are taken as X, the remaining angle, by using the linear pair. That is, we are calculating ABC and ACE equal to 180 minus X. That means both are equal. If both are equal, means what is the opposite side? AC equal to AB we got. So what is the reason we should write? Means opposite side we are reached. So the sides opposite to equal angles. Find the area of an isosceles triangle whose base is 16 cm. One of its equal side is 10 cm. Now here area only we have to find out. Base is 16 cm. One of its equal side is 10 cm. We will draw a rough diagram now. What is the isosceles triangle only? Just to draw a triangle here. Base I will mark 16. One of the equal side means the other side is also equal to 10 only, right? Now we can take down solution now. A equal to 16, B equal to 10, C equal to 10. Means 3 sides we got here. Now for finding the area, which formula should be used? Heron's formula. So what we should calculate first is semi-perimeter. S equal to A plus B plus C by 2 whole divided by 2. 16 plus 10 plus 10 by 2. That is 36 by 2 to 18 centimeter. Now what is the next step? By Heron's formula, don't skip the formulas. We should write always the formula. Area of the triangle equal to root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Okay. What is S now? 18 into 18 minus 16. That is S minus A. 18 minus 10, S minus B, S minus C, equal to root of 18 into 18 minus 16, that is 2. 18 minus 10 is 8 into 8, equal to 18 can be written as 9 into 2. Only 18 I am changing, 9 into 2. The remaining terms are same only. Now we can take out the roots. What is the root of 9? 3. 2 is repeated 2 times. Since it is a root, we can take out 1, 2 outside. 8 is repeated 2 times. So 1, 8 we can take out. So what is the answer now? 48 centimeter square. What is the answer? Area of the triangle equal to 48 centimeter square. So it's based on Heron's formula question only, easy one only. We have got all the 3 sides. Write the formula, then substitute. A formula carries mark, so don't skip the formula. With this today's video I am winding up. Thank you.